Hey guys, welcome to the 100 Masterminds Project. In this video, we're going to follow Lily Fouts. She wants to start a career as a speaker and has her first speech coming up. She's going to enter a speaking competition. She gets feedback from her mastermind group on what parts of the speech work and what parts of the speech don't, as well as some advice on what she can do going forward. Enjoy the show.
I have been working on moving stuff.
Hey,
getting ready to leave. But as far as my business goes, I've been working on this speech. I've been working with Jennifer on the speech coach on recrafting it, and she has some really good suggestions, but I feel like it's moving way too slowly because we'll work on it a little bit, and then I'll be like, well, this, I like this, but this part, I'm not so sure about. She's like, well, let's sleep on it. Let's meet next Wednesday. What do you think about? So it's like, I'm still not finalized yet. And I'm like, okay, I just need to finish this thing because I have to memorize it at some point and actually rehearse it. So, yesterday we were supposed to have a meeting to finalize it. And I was like, I like the whole thing except for the end. I feel like the end isn't powerful enough. She's like, well, let's sleep. I'm like, oh.
Dude, she's just...
So I'm like, I'm just doing it. I'm just doing it. But I did sign up with Yes Marsha, and I'm meeting with her tomorrow. So
nice.
Hoping that that last little bit that the speech is missing, I can get some ideas from her. Maybe you guys have some ideas. I don't know. Do you want me to read it through really quick? See what you think? And I'd love feedback on just that last little. Last couple paragraphs.
You might want to wait till he starts recording.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good.
If you want to, does that, Ray? Because we do the thing at the beginning. Do you want that on tape or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he's already recording.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Yeah, do you want to start at the beginning or do you want to start at the halfway point?
Sorry, what was that? I got construction in the background here, like that. So again, I didn't hear what you said.
It's some headphones, man.
Or hearing aids,
Your mic's out now.
Lily, did you want to start at the beginning or start at the halfway point?
Well, I could start either way. I guess I'll just read the second page. The first part is I've made some changes from what I showed you guys, but it's mostly still, it's just word changes. It's not like huge content changes. I think when I showed you guys, I said something about how we were taken outside the U.S. and there were strange sounds and unfamiliar smells. And I changed that to a scene, an actual scene, that I remember going to the marketplace in Mexico. So I said, I'm 8. My younger sister and I are kidnapped and taken outside the U.S. The locals have never seen a foreigner before. At the market, everyone stares. The smell of raw fish overwhelms me. I twist around for some fresh air and find myself staring into the lifeless eyes of a pig's head hanging from a hook. I grew up vegetarian and this is too much. I throw up right there in the market. Ooh. So yeah, that's one of the things, good. The first week we were in Mexico, something that actually happened. So I feel like that kind of, instead of being vague about the strange smells and unfamiliar sounds, it gives a picture of that. And then, so the last page says, I basically tell my story, and then I go on and say, some hear my story and see tragedy, dysfunction. But the only person who defines the meaning of your life is you. When I look back, I see beyond the abuse, the poverty, the difficulty of our fugitive lives. I see my loving mother risking everything to help us. I see beautiful cultures, rich languages, and a lifetime of international travel, 6 continents so far. Your story can be your curse, keeping you from your destiny, or it can be a gift, infusing your life with strength, hope, and resilience. The very thing that terrifies some led to the greatest life I ever imagined. Think about a difficult situation in your own life. Have you transformed your challenge into a gift? Think about it. My life as a milk carton kid was the most challenging event of my life, and I transformed it into my greatest gift. My life's work is helping others do the same, to transform tragedy into joy, failure into opportunity, and life experience into legacy. So I ask you again, what's your biggest challenge? Have you turned it into a gift? Thank you.
Much
I like
better.
that transition so much better.
Much better.
Yes.
Okay.
So if you, just as a note, if you are having like timing issues with your coach, one thing to consider would be sort of the football methodology, in that in between your sessions, like every day, get up, record your speech on a camera, and sit down and take your own notes on it. And you're going to start to find the places where you feel like your reflection's coming through, where you feel like, oh, I'm going too fast there. I sound like I'm reading a great book report there. And you're going to start to find these places that your coach may not catch every session. You're going to have like a ream of notes to send to them ahead of the meeting, and I think you may find you get a lot more done.
Okay, that is a fantastic idea. I actually just started recording myself doing this morning. So I've recorded myself like 4 times, and I don't like what I'm seeing. So I have a lot of work to do. But yeah, that is a really good idea. Take notes on my own stuff and send it to her and discuss those. That's perfect. I'll do that.
But
I'll
also
do the
write
same
down.
with yes, Marcia, tomorrow.
I
What?
need to do that.
Also write
Tiffany?
down the stuff that you like about it too.
Okay.
Like, oh, this time I did that one thing. Because if you, from a dance perspective, if you watch the video and only point out the things you don't like, you're going to start disliking even the things that are good. Because all you're pointing out are the negative. It happens. We have to be
Okay.
really careful when we teach our students to critique their own videos, because people are just negative. Like, it's what we do. It's our, our voices or whatever. So like, make sure to keep the positive in frame while you're doing the things that need to be adjusted as well.
I couldn't echo that more firmly. Like, may consider if you don't feel it's immediately in your wheelhouse. One of the things that I've had success with is dividing my note paper in half and having just a pro and con column, and really striving to make them, to make them as full as possible. So it forces me to pay attention to things that are really going the direction I want.
Okay. Really good ideas, you guys. I shall do that.
Or focus on the positive stuff first, like go through 2 passes. This is what I teach my students. And the first time, only do the positive things. Like, and every time you're like, oh, I didn't like that, be like, ignore that, and then find something positive instead. And then the second time, like after you've read through those positives, go through it again and find the things that you could change, because then you come at it from a more positive mindset while still realizing that things need to be better. But like,
Okay.
it kind of reframes the whole thing.
Okay. Good advice, you guys. I'm going to do that. I'll start making notes as soon as we're done here.